Hello, it's Gayleen from To Be Inspired. I've just got in the new 49&Market Nuneka and ArtHouseWhimsy collection called Faded Memory Lane. And I couldn't wait to actually see it, and in seeing it actually for real is yeah, certainly far better, which is the usual thing. So what I got in was, and I'm sorry for the glare because it's the plastic, but I got some chipboard and the ephemera set. There's actually quite a lot in the ephemera. There's 118 pieces. Chipboard, there's what, 84 pieces. So, you know, they're quite a different, lots and lots of, you know, words, sayings, that sort of thing. So the ephemera, I'll just sort of go through it. There's the 6x8 collection pack. So I will open these. I'll just roughly go through them. There's a junk journal set, which has your junk journal pages. So all ready to go. Pretty much just decorate your pages, fold them, etc. So we'll open that up. There's obviously under here, there's the 12x12 collection packs. So it's very nice papers. It's nothing on the back, but it's just all the different colours. So we'll go through that. And then we've got 2 sets of rub-ons here. So one's called Blendable and the other one's called Essential. So I'm not sure if you can see it there, but we'll open them up so it's clear. And then we have 2 sets of laser cutouts as well. So there's a film one and there's the usual wildflower laser cutouts. And then the last thing was, or is I should say, is the cello stickers, which is just some nice sort of stickers, and there's quite a few in there. There's 81 die cut pieces, so you can see on the back here. So let's get started. We'll come to these in a minute. We'll just put them aside. Let's actually have a look at the 12x12 paper. Maybe I'll just pop them down there for a minute. We'll do each one. So this is the first time that Nuneka has designed papers with 49&Market and ArtHouseWhimsy as well, which is Tracy. I can't pronounce her last name, but Tracy has an Etsy store that she does a lot of. So ArtHouseWhimsy has, you know, digital pictures that you can buy, and she's very, very talented, and she's the one that designed a fair bit of it with Nuneka, and they both come up with this. So hoping that that's okay in the, I'll just hop up so I can see. Yep. So actually it's a beautiful just front page even. So I'm mindful that there'll be something probably on the back of this. So I think it's about 300 GSM. It doesn't actually say on here, but it feels like it's about that much. So there's something on the back here. So you've got some stamps with embroidered sort of looking flowers, which is quite pretty. The strip here, so you can use that as well. So you either can cut that out or do something with it. But also don't forget that you can use these little bits on this side. So if this didn't quite appeal to you, then you could use each one of these or use a strip here. Even this bit here you could reuse. So you look at other things that you can do, and even that strip there, you might even get those stamps to there on the other side if you see that. Yeah, so that's that page. Let's just see how we go here. So this one's called Field Report. So I love the daisy with the moth. It's quite a nice start to a mixed media page. Great for scrapbooking, because then you can just add your elements as we will look at the ephemera that we've got. So fabulous as beautiful pages for scrapbooking, but also just putting on a canvas and adding texture, that sort of thing of what we do. So yeah, it's really nice. And on the other side is a blue tiled look, which is quite pretty. It's got a lot of looks like weave texture, like from canvas, if you know what I mean. So it's got that sort of look. This looks really good. So all different elements on the page. Is called Wildflower Notes. So I only bought the 12 by 12 packs. I don't buy the single papers. So I mean, I just love all the papers anyway. So I think you do better if you just buy the whole pack. And got a lot to play with. So if you're not a scrapbooker but you're into mixed media or junk journal, the other thing is you can look at your page here, and actually you could get quite a number of pages here. You could cut this in half here, fold it and make your own junk journal. So then you've got that page, and on the back of that you've got a pattern. So you could get 2 folded size 6 by 6, or you can cut it down to whatever size you want. If you cut, you could actually get 4 pieces out of this, and then just do your own binding, maybe with some of this sort of paper tape. Will look good with this. So I believe that there's a couple of videos, or Olga did a video showing her junk journal. I think she might have bind her junk journal she made with this tape, but very good. Or just use washi tape. You could use the sellotape stickers, I guess, but I would want it to be quite strong. But it's quite thick card, so you actually will get a few out of this if you're making a junk journal. Sorry. And on the other side of that one is the daisies. So it's got some print on it. It's got the film strip there. Yeah, so yeah, quite pretty. The next page is called Pressed Petals, and again it's got some paper image. It's got the stamps on it, all different things. So it's ready for you to start doing something with, and probably adding elements. And this one I really like because I like the daisy that's showing there. It's got a bit of pink in it, this one, so there's not a lot of, it's more a blue shaded cream vintage collection in a way, but it does have the bit of pink here and there. And certainly, as you will see, also I have the solid collection as well that goes with this. So actually probably just give you a sneak peek of that as well. So yeah, it has the pinks in that solids collection that will match this range. That's that one. We have this one called Garden Archive, and yeah, this is beautiful down here. I love that image. Lasting memory. I like how the writing's on there, and it's actually not in black, it's actually in a brownish yellowy colour, so that's actually complementing the page itself. Yeah, I really like that. Some hearts with some definitions throughout the page. I like this sort of florally design on it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah, it's quite nice. Another one, Native Findings. I like the little bird there. Yeah, it's got a bit of lace underneath here. Lace. Yeah, so lots of layers. It's pretty. There's that tiled sort of image coming in. It's much bigger, but just a little bit of it. This down here is the embroidered flowers. It sort of look. So they're quite, it's got that weave sort of look to them on the paper. Show it looks like a bit of texture. And we have inventory items. So this one's got some moths in there, clocks, just all different, peeled paint. So this, yeah, nice bold. This will make a good junk journal page, or you know, if you're a card maker, great for cards as well, so you can cut this up. So really, anybody that deals with making, you know, anything to do with paper, this is a great collection. I like to see what everybody comes up with. Got some music notes here, and a moth, and some more embellishments, all just different things. It's very, it's got that texture look to it in the corner here, so when you see it on the paper, it's not just sort of flat. It's got a bit of texture on it. Yeah, so that's called Observations. That's that one. And we have collected ephemera. So this is just the other page. So it's got a bit of ledger on it. That's a nice page, yeah. Something to start with. So generally it's got, you know, if you're not sure where to start, this is a good one. Do like this clock in the background here. Yeah, and the blue strip. So that's that collection. So that's those. So I think there were out of all of it, there's eight double-sided papers, one of each design. So if you really like this, then you probably need to order 2. So I do have some more coming. I got a little bit, wasn't sure, but then when I saw the actual release, then I actually went out and bought some more of the stock, because I think it'll sell well. I think you'd really like it. If you don't buy it, you know, I'm going to use it. That's what I do. So I didn't get out this one. I didn't have much of, I didn't buy much of the solids, because yeah. So the 12 by 12 solids, again, it's 8 double-sided papers, 2 of each design. And sorry, so I'll just take it out of its paper. Sorry, plastic. So this one, just trying to stop the glare. So it's very, very nice. 12 by 12, 12 by 12 solid collection, and it's got some pretty prints. So on the back of that page you have some music and other bits and pieces, so that's nice. And then you have what's called fragment. Oops. No, it's not going to stay for me. Fragment, so it's a dusky sort of pink colour. It's quite pretty. We'll match that. And on the other side you have the diamond, so you have a bit more texture with some writing and the flower in here. So very plain, just for those card makers, I guess. You're looking for something to complement the other paper. This one's called Documented. So it's more a grey colour with some stains, things like that on it. Almost looks like black denim type of feature. And then on the back of that there's diamonds with some other different flowers. These look like those skeleton leaf, and if you know, skeleton sort of flower here, you can see the leaf veins in that, etc. So yeah, nice. This one's called Remembered. So it's again, it's got that denim sort of textury sort of look to it, and it's sort of like a khaki colour type of thing, to a beige, and then flowers. And so obviously the diamonds on the opposite side with some definitions, you know, brief, don't have to read them, but quite pretty. Here's your more traditional denim colour, which is the blue, which is called Forgotten. So they all have sort of a stain on the front, and then on the back they have the diamond and a definition and a flower. This one's got Keepsake on it, so you could highlight that as part of your sign. And again, we're back to the start. So there's two of the same ones in there. Yeah, 2 of each one. So they're just so that you can back your card elements and things like that. Or you could throw, if you're doing a junk journal, you could have one of these pay as one separate page to the others, just to break it up a little bit. Or you could use them to, you know, mat things that go into your junk journal. So yeah, they're quite a plain but pretty option for you. So then we have what we might do is we might just go, I'll leave this here because we might be able to see what ephemera. So this is the ephemera pack. Now there's actually quite a lot in it. So you get, sorry for this clear bit of plastic, but that's always the way. You get quite a fair bit here. So 118 die cut pieces. And don't forget you can use this bit. So sometimes I would use this as my junk journal. You could even use this as the cover, for example. You do have this on the back, but you can gesso this and put some other papers, or I mean, if you like it, you can keep it that way too. You know, really, it's only, that's actually quite pretty on its own, what it's all together. You could put matte, a matte medium over the top, or a clear gesso just to tone it down because it's actually glossy. So you can make it matte if you wanted to do that. Even just a white gesso wash would be enough to tone it down. But yeah, so don't forget, you know, the packaging's just one of those things I would use as well. So I'm just going to show you, there's actually quite a number of bigger elements in here. So there's a little card, lots and lots of, let's just drag out all the bigger pieces. That's like a envelope. Here you've got, it's not really perforated, but it's, you know, that can go in your junk journal. So all this sort of stuff can be added to your junk journal, your bits and pieces. Someone's trying to call me, but I'm just going to ignore them. These pieces here as well. So bigger pieces. So lots and lots of different things you could do with the bigger pieces. And yeah, like the moths there. This one here is a card, so you could that could be a journal page, junk journal page. Here's some nice flowers, envelopes. So you got some different types of envelopes. Going through that. Then we have, sorry, trying to find some of these bigger cutouts. Now you can put some of the rub-ons on these ones just to make up your own version. Same with the others. Tags. So you got lots of options. God, it almost looks like my dad when he was younger. I got a photo a bit like that, my dad. Yeah. So a couple of photos. More that you can add these to. So lots of elements here. There's a frame here. Just sorry, I'm having trouble picking it up. So whether or not you want to frame, you know, the pictures in there. Maybe this, yeah, might go a bit better. So it's frames, and even use the circles that go in it. A piece of my heart. There's a heart even. A few hearts in here. Lots of tags. So etc. So you know, I'm probably not going to go through all because there's lots of little bits in there, but you know, that's the joy of sifting through some of this stuff and looking for yourself. It's another photo. There's probably another one here too. So that's at least 4 photos that I found. But if you like ArtHouseWhimsy, her photos are, you know, her digital downloads are really, really good. I can recommend those. I have a few in my stash. So they would go beautifully with this collection as well. Now Nuneka has done a video on this release. It'll be on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and look up Faded Memory Lane and you'll see that. And also Olga, one of her crafty members as well, she has done the journal book. So they both have done the journal book. I'll show you in a minute the actual stuff. Yeah, so that's that one. So we'll just put them aside and I'll just quickly go through. I'll actually show you. Actually just show you before I get onto that. So we'll pop these aside. Have to find something to put them in. The junk journal bits. I just don't want to lose all these bits, that's all. Not me. Pop them down here. Okay, so we have the junk journal kit. Oh my god, I can't get it open. Oh no. Look at that, see? Okay, sorry for the glare again. That's what it is. Okay, so we have a junk journal set. Move all this out again. I've got this pretty background paper. That's beautiful. So to tone this down, you can put some clear gesso over it to stop the glare. And you've got that other side, so you can cover that with anything you like. Now there's 93 double-sided die-cut pieces. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, drama with my dog, but that's okay. He's now got a cone on his head, so I don't think he's very happy. Anyway, so I was talking about the junk journal pack. So you've got, there's actually score lines on this, so you can score it accordingly. So have it any way you would like, that way. And then you can put the pages into so you can fold these pages up. You could use this as a separate thing and make your junk journal, so that would fit in there. So your junk journal pages could be this big, and put them together. So each page could be like this, or you can halve these and just make it a small junk journal and put the pages in here like so. So these are not scored, these pages, because you might want to use them a different way. That's actually beautiful. So that's the wallet, sort of the outside of the junk journal, the cover, but you can use it however you like. It's actually got a beautiful design on it there. Yeah, that one. And these are the pages, so I'll just show you. It's on the other side now. So that one and that side, there's a rosy sort of one, and that's nice pattern. So they're nice pages to start with. They're all rounded corners. It's quite pretty. The moth. So some of these same designs, just on the junk journal pages. That one, that's a pretty one with the stamps on it. The leaves, quite nice start to it, and the days, oh, it's pretty. So that's do I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages there. And then you've got lots of different bits here. So you've got a few different size tags here. I'll just take that away so you might be able to see that a bit better. Some tags. There's another little tag. So Two big ones, the sort of smallish ones. What else? As what's in here as well is some pockets already done, so they're already scored for you so that you can actually just fold them. Use your bone scorer later to make the good folds, but obviously you could sit those, what Nuneka did, they will fit this in here like this, so you can actually pop your little albums into there. Okay, so that's what those are, and there's a couple of them, there's all different shapes. There's the blue, so you could go either side, they're double-sided. There's pockets, so if you want to put a pocket on the you know, anywhere in here, for example, maybe even on the back, you just put a pocket. So these fold in as well. These are already pre-scored for you, so that you could actually just, all you have to do is use your tape or your glue, whichever one you like to do, to put them down and do that. So it's probably one of those, it's a junk journal that's reasonably quick. You know, you're just gonna do your thing and make it up, and then you can add your page, you know, embellish your pages how you want. There's another big tag, there's another one of those pockets, so there's two of them. It's a couple of the variations of those, and then there's lots of little tags and bits and pieces. There's lots of nice little slide sort of frames. Now you could stick photos and stuff in there, so from before when we had those pictures, you can pop them in there. So these ones, it's got little circles already cut out, so that little bit with a flower on it. Now you could turn these into nice little embellishments with glossy accents on them, or the fluid gloss is another good one as well, where you can actually add that on there and make it dimensional and protected, so it's a lot harder. And the same with these ones as well, so there's numbers on one side and flowers on the other. There's so many bits and pieces. Another tag, another pocket there. So you know, there's a whole, I think I'll put up a picture at some point of all these. Yeah, that's pretty too, like that side. So yeah, lots of different elements in here to play with. So they will, you know, lots of that stuff to embellish your junk journal. So that's just what's in this junk journal pack itself. But when you saw the ephemera pack, you've got even more things to embellish. So yeah, and going from there. So pretty much we have all that. Try not to lose any of it, because that's my set. Yeah, so pop them all up there and get that back to where it was. All right. Yeah, so that's I look forward to sort of starting to make this set up. Back in there with that. And that was the card bit, so that's what it went with. I'll just tidy that up later. Don't want to escape. So then we go from, oops, don't even know if I put that in the right bag. We have some rub-ons. Now the rub-ons, so these are really good. Let me just see, I've got these are rub-ons. Here we go. So there's, I'll do those in a minute. So there's two sets of rub-ons here. I said the blendable and the essential. So the essential one, let's just see what's in here. That's the cover. So they're a lot, yeah, really pretty, lot smaller elements. So Oh wow, yeah. So these will look, sorry for the glare, but it's just how it is. But these smaller ones, they'll be great to do in your junk journal. Add those bit of elements. So yeah, they're smaller images that just are complete images. So they'll be really nice in the junk journal. But you know, if you're doing cards and stuff as well, they'll also be good. Sorry, I've got one little bit poking out. They'll also be great for that. So if you're making cards, junk journals, even in your if you're just doing little art journals, things like that, the small ones, but these ones will go good in your art journal as a bigger. And oh, I like these too. So I always like some patterns as a film. So there's actually 3 pages in these, and that's the back of it. So the back of the cardstock, that's actually pretty in itself. So it's showing you what in it. But this bit of card here, you could use that as a page in your junk journal. So you could cut that and fold it and embellish it, or you could cut out bits. If you just wanted to make a tag, you could cut this out and make tags out of it. Even this bit here, you know, I use all that bit because it's not got a lot of writing on it, so it's patterns. It's actually quite thick too, so it's a little bit glossy, but you could deal with that with the clear gesso over the top, or a matte medium over the top would be fine. Especially the Stamperia softer matte would go over the top of the cardstock, but probably probably clear gesso would be probably one to start with. So that's that one. And then this rub-ons is the blendable ones. So you again get 3 sheets. So you get these nice moths. They're pretty. Yeah, and those will just look, you know, just to have these little bits in your junk journal, you know, that you've to complement it, to do each page and bring that up, and your stamping, things like that. So the hearts, the half. So I do like these, yeah. So there's half tickets, and you know, just bits and pieces. You know, not everything has to be a whole thing, and that's generally when I'm using rub-ons. I might not use the whole rub-on, I might just use a portion of it anyway. So these look really good. And I do like some writing ones, so I really like this one too. The writing and bits and pieces. Yeah, love that one. So they're really nice. There's three of them, and again on the back you've got what they sort of look like. So I like the presentation on this collection to show this bit, because if anything, you are getting 3 pages of rub-ons, but you're also getting some cardstock with it that has the elements in here, as well as the piece that was on the front, for example, this piece. I mean, this piece of cardstock as well, so never, you know, there's nothing on the back, but you know, it's things that you can do and just make that your journal cover. So they're really good. And then we have the laser cuts. So laser cuts, whole heap of designs. So these ones are the wildflower laser cuts, and you know, there's lots of different elements. They're flowers, they're butterflies, that sort of thing. Moths, I should say. They're more moths than butterflies. And it says you get 4 sheets. So, and on this sheet, obviously you can do something with that again. Actually, it's a nice it's not as glossy, so it's a nice matte finish on this. It's actually a nice feel. And you've got the frames, so you've got some extra bits here to use. Your laser cutouts are 2 pages like that, so the perforated here, but the elements are easy to pop out, as you can see here. And that moth, that's actually a beautiful moth with writing on it. The big flower, look at, you know, this, actually that's really pretty. I'm actually liking the 49&Market laser cutouts, because these cutouts, what's important is you get some cutouts where they've still got the white around them, and that annoys me. I mean, I really don't like it, so I either got to fussy cut it off. But these, the way they cut them out, and there's been a few companies now doing this, where they're cutting before the white bits, so you actually don't have to worry about that white bit anymore, and all you have to do, so that is so much better, and then you blend your ink around the side to give it that, so you don't see the white and you get that depth. So, you know, that's, I'm pretty happy. I don't know which, yeah. Oh, look, I got it back almost. Anyway, the beautiful moths, dragonfly, such a beautiful, oh, just, yeah, the laser cutouts are just amazing. My view, I actually don't need to do too much. I mean, putting these elements into your junk journal that you've just as part of this kit, or you make your own, that's okay too. With the flowers, so everything's easy to pop out the leaves. So you've got quite a lot to play with here. You've got these moths. So yeah, that's the one birdie down here. So that's the wildflowers set. And then the other one is the blend, the film strip and postage, I should say, straight away. This was probably the one that drew me the most because, sorry, it's upside down, because I like film strips and I like, you know, just adding that extra bit of frame around something, and I love these ones that are a bit grungy here. Lots of mushrooms and flowers and that sort of thing. So on the back again, you've got some frames, a good bit of cardstock. You can cut these out. These are not already, these aren't pre-cut. You have to cut them out yourself. But these again, you get, you're actually getting 4 sheets, so there's 2 sort of stuck together. But that's just to keep it. Wow, look at this big sort of stamp frame. It's got that edging like a stamp, and then you've got the film strip inside that, and then you've got the flower stamps. But just bear in mind, I mean, there's obviously another little white frame here that could be used for something, so it's not, it's just sort of holding the two, you know, putting a gap between these two, but there's nothing to say you couldn't use that extra bit. These film strips, yeah, that's really nice. See, they're going to pop out like that, and then pop out these bits, and that each one of them pop out the stamps and stuff. See, they easily pop out. So if you're not into fussy cutting and you just want to use images, this is the way to go. It's just to pop your images out and edge them, and you can get them on so much easier. And they look fantastic. Yeah, ooh, I really like that page. And, you know, trying to be gentle not to let them go everywhere, but yeah, so lots to play with because more film strips, and the film strip sizes are, you know, they're all a bit different, and you can cut them up as well, so you don't need to use the whole thing. You can cut up bits and pieces. I really like this grungy sort of, that's different look in the film strip here. So if you pop that out, you can see the difference in the film strip, bit grungy. The flowers are, yeah, they're very pretty. So I'll be using some of these in my junk journal that I make. Going from there, that's those ones. So that was the laser cutouts. Oops, now we've got stuff here. I'll pop them back away later. And the last thing, yes, I think that was it, is the cello stickers. So these are not washi. Nuneka said that she wasn't big on washi. She was looking for something some sort of stickers that were more transparent but not washi tape. And I've got them caught in here. So, yeah, so again, they come in a pack. Let's pop those side. So there's a bit of card there, nothing on that one. Probably could add something printed on there, but that's okay. Yeah, so the washi, 2 sheets of the washi. So it's a little bit glary because it is plastic washi, but hopefully, I think, so what you have to do is the washi actually has, it's got plastic there, so if you want to easily, you can easily take this bit off. So see how there's a bit of plastic there? Now you just need to hold some of it down. That might make it easier for you to peel back the washi, the cello sticker. So then you can sort of just pick that one up. See how you can pick it up. So I'll just take this one off and show you. So you would, you would sort of see it like this. So it's quite pretty. You can reposition it. So to me, I'm just going to peel this off so I don't have to do it later. So I will stick this one back. So it's just, you can try and peel it, each one, like in this, you can try and peel it, but it's going to be easier for you to probably just peel this plastic bit off and just hold down the bits of tape that are supposed to still stick there. So give them a bit of a push down. Okay, as you're lifting, easier said than done, but so this is my set, so I don't need to worry about it. Oops, lost one here. Just make sure you, so I've got to accept this one. Yep. Okay, under control. Sorry, I've got to keep turning it to sort of make sure I've got them all stuck down. So as you can see, yeah. Just sort of stick it there. Just make sure you got them all. See how they're all, okay. So you end up with this bit that you don't really need. Just shred it away. So you've got every bit of tape there, and now it's ready to go for you to start sticking down. So they're easier to peel off if you do that. And you just fold them. So, you know, this is sort of that colour. So you'll get a nice colour of that one. You can lift them up and put them back on here. So if you decide not to use them, just stick them back down. So that's quite pretty. And then this one is much the same as well. So you can peel this piece off. That's not needed. Get them, and that I mean, it's totally up to you, but I would find, especially me with my nails, not much. Oh, I do have nails, but I hate them, so I keep cutting them. Don't like long nails. So, you know, I can easily just lift that up now. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and I can see them. So yeah, nice. So look at these ones here. If you have a look at you know, the moth, so you can see what it's going to look like there. So they're just little bits that you can push on. Now if you're sticking on a shiny sticky surface like that, you're going to get them off, but once you've stuck them down on maybe paper, you won't be able to. So stick them back on there. So you've got, you know, your moths, your mushrooms, your flowers, some film strip. The film strip, see how that's clear there? So you can actually stick something underneath that, like a picture. You could, oops, you won't want to, try not to stick it to each other, thank you. Don't need that. I was trying to show you example. Oh, something's gone off. So you can, I think my light's gone off. So you could stick it down over the top of your flowers or your mushrooms, for example, on top of them. So there's quite a lot of stuff you can do. I think my battery might be low on the light, so that's telling me I'm basically finished. Alright, so we're going to stop there and see how it goes. So, you know, and I'll put all this back now since I'm a bit of a mess. But this is my bits and pieces I'll be able to go and play with. So, yeah, let's hope you enjoy the collection and see what we can come up with. I don't think I showed you this one, did I? The 8 by yeah, I think I did. Anyway, if I didn't, I'm just showing you again. So this 6 by 8 collection is it's really, really nice. And yeah, I don't know if I opened these up. So you've got actually quite a number of I think it's 3 designs each, so you'll get 3 bits out of it. So I think the start of this is there. So I'll put that aside. These are all the papers, double check that you get. This is the cover sheet, and then you can make your own junk drawer. So my plan would be to use this size paper and just join them together and make a junk journal this way, and I'm going to go ahead and sort of do that. So the images are very much the same as the 12 by 12, just smaller versions, but very nice. And you get three lots, as I said, so you've got a fair bit to play with these. Now you could turn these into half as well if you wanted to, have them half going that way. So really, card makers, it's up to you to chop them up or whatever. But I'll probably make a journal out of mine. So then I've got, and because I've got 3 lots of this, you know, one pack is three lots of it in there. You've got 3 different things I could make, and you know, as far as, or 3 journals if I wanted to, you know, full journals, because I've got a number of pages. So that's the 6 by 8 collection. I don't think I did show you. I got interrupted, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put it all back. I'm going to put this one back in. Okay, so that's the 6 by 8. The chipboard pack. Yes, I didn't show you these. Got carried away and thought I'd finished. Okay, there's a lot of chipboards in here, so I'm just going to quickly show you. There's lots of different sayings, hearts. So the main thing is there's some frames. So you got 3 big frames here, I think, of things. You've got a few different other elements here. You've got lots and lots of words upside down. You know, paper dreams, time worn love, hope lingers, blah blah blah, soul stories. There's lots and lots of different things. There's lots of flowers, clocks, round bits. So these are great for embellishing. These could also be used as a closure for your journal as well. So don't forget, you could make them into a closure. Add your glossy gel on the top of them. Yeah, here's another one. There's so much here that I didn't really want to spend too much time, but you get the stuff. You know, so many of these bits and pieces. So you could try, if you didn't want them that thick, although they're not overly thick. So that's a good thing. So you don't want them too thick in your journal, but a story hidden within is good. Every detail tells its own story. Fragmented beauty, you know, a memory worth keeping, that's a good one. Lots and lots of different words here, and words and sayings, and you can cut them up however you like as well. I've got the mushrooms, so many more things. You've got a few definitions, small moments. So it's actually quite a fair bit in this pack for $13.50. That's what I'm selling for. So poetry painted in time. So these are good little embellishments, and they will shine even more if you put glossy or fluid gloss. Now fluid gloss is Stamperia's version. I'm trying to see fluid gloss here. So it doesn't take too long to dry. It's a medium self-leveling as well. So just like glossy, it will go on top here, level out, and doesn't take too long to dry, that one actually. So, and it works well. Yeah, so this is the lots of different keepsake sayings, you know, like the definitions, sorry, I should say, in here. So, but I do like the wooden frames as well, so you're going to pop all that out. There's a whole big window frame there, so you can see if I popped all that out, because we don't need those bits. See how you can start with your frame, and that could be on your journal, front of your journal book. So when you've got these sorts of pages, for example, you could decorate, you know, your bits there. You know, you could put some extra embellishments here because you have your photos underneath, things like that. So it's a beautiful frame. There's another couple other frames there. So that's a nice pack there for chipboard set. Chipboard sets aren't as popular as other things, but this one, I've got to say, it's quite. I'm a bit of a sucker for frames. I do love my frames. I do like clocks and stuff, so I actually think it's a very nice range of chipboard, and it's sort of neutral chipboard. It's not way out there, so all these words and the colours of them will actually match anything. So pretty much because it's that neutral colour, you'll have heaps left over, so you may not even use them all on this collection, and you can use them for other things. I'm trying to get them all back in the pack now without trying to lose them all. You watch me, I'll do it. May not look elegant in there, but it's going back in. Alright. So yeah, it's quite a lot in here. So how many were there? 84 die cuts here. So wow, you know. Like, numbers are always good. Numbers are good. So they're just plain and nothing on the back of those ones. But some of these ones actually have numbers, and I think it might have been on the other set. Things on the back. I think the chipboard ones don't have things on the back because it expects you to just glue them down. I think some of the ephemera is different. Okay, so yeah, we did the ephemera. I did the ephemera and I've done those. So yeah, I think that was the last of them. Just haven't shown those ones. So yeah, that's it. If you would like to, if you like the collection, it's online now under our April, what's new April 2026. It's there. I may run out of some of the stock. I've done a second order, so it's on its way. They're just processing it now. It should be on its way very soon. So there's a second lot coming because I didn't realise how much to order of some of the journals, and so I will have some more journals coming and some other bits and pieces. Once it's gone from 49&Market, that's it. They won't be reproducing it, so I tried to get what I could within reason. I'm only a very small business, so but if you're after some and there's none there, just give me a call. Email me at tobeinspiredart@gmail.com and I'll let you know what's coming in. There should be plenty more coming ish, so just hang out. But you know, first in first serve at the moment for what's there. And I'm going off to play with mine now, so I'm gonna just watch Nuneka's videos as well and see what she's done, and I'll do my version of the junk journal so that people can have a look and just want to sit down and enjoy and craft, basically, without too much hassle. Not have to think about it too much as well, so easy collection to just pull out and start making journals straight away. Okay, so I'll leave you with it, and hopefully we'll see more later. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.